Soon the day of the race arrived. All the cars lined up at a grid along the side of the railway line. Everyone was very excited. They couldn't wait for the race to start. But Thomas felt pleased and proud as he is taking part. I can't believe I'm in the race with the world's famous racing drivers, Lightning McQueen and Chick-Hits, the world's worst racing car. And I must do well in order to save this railway, he said to himself. Then he heard a whistle which he didn't want to hear. It was Tom. Oh bother, it's Black Boy Tom, he huffed. What are you doing here? Asked Thomas. I'm doing the same thing what you're doing, sniffed Tom. I'm taking part and win this race away from you. I thought you didn't want to race anymore after our accident at Titmouth Bay a few days ago. Oh, well that's different. I changed my mind anyway after the prize money news. And for your type, I'm gonna beat you for sure. My type? Thomas fumed crossly. Guys, stop it! This argument will get you nowhere if you keep this up. I'll tell you what, if you're serious about taking part in this race, I'm joining in too. Count me in. So Percy's driver signed an entry form, and Percy soon joined the other two entrants on the grid. Edward puffed forward to wish the entrants good luck. Are you all set for this, guys? Said Edward. You bet, said Thomas. We're going to give Chick a run for his money. Well, you got your work cut out, said Edward wisely, and Lightning told me about Chick-Hits. How good is he? Asked Thomas nervously. He is competitive, but he is a big cheater, said Lightning McQueen. He always tries to nudge other drivers off the track so that he could get into the lead himself. He always does that on me, but I'm always careful. By the time he's in front, he goes flat out, way ahead, and then wins and collects the prize money. What a cheater! Huffed Percy. The area was clear for the racers, and everyone was waiting for the lights to go green. Hey, said Lightning, may the best car win. I plan to, fumed Chick. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they were off. The cars went first, and then the engines go next. But Tom didn't get off to a good start, because Thomas had tricked him into making his driver tie him to the sleepers. Is this how fast he can go, Black Boy? Laughed Thomas. That made Tom very cross with Thomas, and it wasn't long before he was untied. Go on, said the foreman. If you hurry, you could catch them up. So Tom puffed away quickly. He had a lot of time to catch up on. The other engines watched and worried. If they mess up this race, I'm going to kill myself, sniffed Gordon. What, are you? Gasped James. Yes, huffed Gordon. Fair enough, puffed James. Thomas and Percy soon took the lead from Chick-Hits just after a few miles. But Tom knew he wasn't going to let Thomas get away with it as he stormed through the field. Thomas, Percy and Tom all had the race of their lives. They thought they had never puffed so fast in their lives. Blue engines are fast and blue engines are first, Thomas puffed proudly. Not forgetting green ones, reminded Percy. They all puffed round the island. They clickety-clapped along the tracks as they passed through the carriage yard. Faster, faster, puffed Tom. Soon, it wasn't long before he overtook Percy for second place, and soon began to caught up with Thomas. Faster and faster, along through the mountains of the track. Chick-Hits was rolling steadily along. I knew those engines are going to mess up, he thought to himself. And he was right, because there was trouble up ahead. The track ahead was loose by the edge of the cliff. Oh no! Cried Thomas. His driver applied the brakes, but he was being pushed along by Tom, who hadn't heard anything. By the time they stopped, they were on the ledge of the cliff, and the rails crumbled and tumbled over the edge, and they were hanging over the thread without any rocks to support them. The tracks came loose, and they fell down to the bottom, and with a mighty splash and crash, the three entrants landed in a barge full of garbage. Oh, fizzling fireboxes, that was some fall, gasped Thomas. Well, at least it was a soft landing, sniffed Tom. Shut up, Tom. It was your own fault for making us go off this ledge. Well, that's for timing up at the start of a race, you moron. What I want to know is, where is this ship taking us? Good question, Percy. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any idea, where are we going? Garbage Island, me hearties. Oh man, the engines are not going to hear the last of... What the devil's this? It looks like an intermission, sir. It's a chance to stretch the old legs. Oh man, I've been holding this in for nothing. Now, excuse me, I need to go to the loo. I look at closest. Do you see how I rushed past before we got to the cliff? Oh my god! The stinks! I can't believe they cut the whole Morris Marina scene. That piano landing on was so tastefully cool and done. Hey James, do you think we got time to go outside and get ice cream? Yeah, sure. Wait a minute, you mean it's not here? How long is this thing? Alright, we're back. When they got to the island, the engines were on the tracks, but they were still cross. We don't want to be here, we need to get back into the island of Sodor. Yes, said Percy, if we don't get back soon, tickets will win and our railway will close. I'm sorry, me hearties, said the captain, but the boat's broken down, so you're not going to have to stay here for the night. Great, thanks a lot, Tom. Now we're going to do this for sure. What else can go wrong? He grumbled. Hello? Called the voice. Who's that? He gasped. I hope it's not a ghost engine, shivered Percy. Honestly, Percy, there's no such thing as ghosts, sniffed Tom. We can't be sure, Tom, huffed Thomas. We'll go together. It's coming from behind that pile of garbage. Very slowly, the three tank engines puffed alongside the rubbish. They crackled and crunched. Can you see what it is, Thomas? Asked Percy. Then Thomas gasped. His eyes popped wide with wonder. There, on another siding, was a very old tank engine, and surprisingly, it was an E2, just like Thomas. He was red and looked very dusty. Thomas was shocked. He had been wondering when he'll see another engine like him again, but he was scared. Hello. I see that you're one of us, said the engine. How did you manage to survive all this time? So the engine smiled, even though he hasn't got a face. Thomas was still a bit scared, even though he had been wanting to see the engine look like him. Yes. Hello, I'm Thomas. I'm Tom, said Tom. And I'm Percy, said Percy nervously. What's your name? He asked. The engine smiled. Well, my name is Ashley, he said.